This presentation is to help you understand the importance of professional learning networks and open educational resources and how to utilize them within your classroom.
What exactly is a professional learning network? Professional learning networks are online resources that can connect teachers to other individuals worldwide who can offer support, advice, feedback, and collaboration opportunities. It also allows teachers to collect information from various sources and access it in an organized fashion. This will help individuals stay up to date on the latest teaching techniques and changes in the field of education. Professional learning networks, also called PLNs, allow everyone, not just teachers, to connect. These networks allow collaboration, feedback, advice, and support from around the world. PLNs are especially beneficial for teachers because these tools help educators bring diverse ideas into the classroom teachers and students may not have encountered otherwise. They also keep classrooms flowing with the latest technologies and techniques.
So what do you really need to know about PLNs? Users should know that PLNs are all about making connections and building relationships with other teachers, administrators, and institutions globally. PLN promotes diverse and connected approaches for learning and teaching. They offer and use social media technologies. Because it's personal, individuals can choose what tools to use, such as Twitter, blogging, bookmarks, and curation tools, and also join in online communities or webinars. Users can choose who to connect with, how they want to learn, and when they want to learn. What's important to remember about PLNs is the ability to not only make connections but build personal relationships with others all around the world. This can open new doors for educators and their students. We've heard it before in this classroom and many others, I'm sure, about the importance of establishing positive relationships to promote equality and acceptance. Introducing other cultural views can be nothing but beneficial to you and your future students. PLNs allow the consumer to be in total control. You are able to connect with whoever you want, whenever you want, and however you want. Everything can be done on one's own time and comfort level. PLNs are basically social media technology, and now let's get into some of those specific forms.
Some great forms of PLN are Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and other PLN educating websites, like the Educators PLN website. They are all great places to converse and share ideas with other teachers and professionals. These are all free apps and websites to use at your convenience. Twitter, as many of you know, allows you to choose who you follow and what you would like to follow, and only showing you those specific accounts or topics that interest you. It also has a great direct messaging system you can use to share personal messages with and share links. YouTube lets you upload, share, and view webinars. It also has a subscribe feature and like feature so you can easily access material or channels that particularly interest you. YouTube also promotes the idea of a flipped classroom, where you can upload tutorials and instructions for students to do outside of the classroom. Pinterest is another great PLN, promoting creativity and self-expression. It allows users to create their own different boards and organize them by pre-selected or customized topics. Boards often contain pictures and hyperlinks so users can access more information pertaining to that board. Lastly, PLN websites, like the Educators PLN website, allows its members to blog, create, and upload videos, have personal pages, and send personal messages to other recipients. It's sort of like a Facebook page, but exclusively for teachers.
I know PLNs sound great, but there are some disadvantages and misconceptions about them. Professional learning networks are not places where teachers can download tests and videos. Schools do not oversee professional learning networks nor manage memberships and their security. Privacy issues can arise. Technology can be daunting if individuals aren't comfortable with the tools, and PLNs can be distracting and time-consuming for users. Based off of our pre-test questions, there were many misconceptions that are associated with professional learning networks. PLNs are not places where teachers can download tests and videos, but rather collaborate with colleagues to get ideas for assignments and classroom activities. In addition, the school districts have no control over PLNs a teacher can use. It is all up to the individual. Some disadvantages of a PLN are that privacy issues can arise if accounts are not private, but most accounts have a private or public option that can be set. Details and functions can be intimidating to those who are not comfortable with the technology. It's also good to note what you need to use these networking sites to their full potential. Technologies like smartphones, laptops, webcams, and Wi-Fi will most likely be needed. Unfortunately, these items usually come with a big price tag. Lastly, PLNs can not only be distracting but also time-consuming. PLNs are great for connecting, but it's important to stay in touch with the real world.
Open educational resources are materials offered freely and openly for educators, students, and self-learners to use and reuse for teaching, learning, and research purposes. Anyone can freely, without permission, use and alter material that is available. OERs help support teachers by allowing them to access materials and create new resources to assure the quality of education and educational practices. We all know that sometimes it's difficult to come up with a new activity or idea for a lesson plan, and we may want some additional help. How many of you have used Smart Exchange when we did our Smart Notebook lesson plans for this class? That is an example of an OER. OERs are great places to go looking for a little extra inspiration. They can also be used as a supplemental resource for cross-checking facts or other ideas from other resources.
What everyone should know about OERs are anyone can freely, without permission, use what teachers and administrators put on open educational resources. A good OER can be findable, clearly described, clearly licensed, from a source you trust, easy to modify, freestanding, free of copyright content, and is being used and recommended by people like you. These are just a couple of guidelines users may want to follow when looking for open educational resources. A good OER will not be tucked away, it will be strong and stand out because people like you are trying to access similar information. Use your best judgment when looking for resources. Make sure the author or publisher is qualified to be giving their expertise on the subject matter. For example, when looking up resources on ways to deal with behavioral issues in the classroom, look for materials written by an experienced teacher or school psychiatrist, not a journalist who has no experience working with children or behavioral patterns.
Some great examples of OERs that I'm sure almost every single person in this class has used before are Google Images and Wikipedia. Google Images is considered an OER due to the fact that you can use advanced image searches to research pictures that are free to use whenever, even commercially. Wikipedia is an OER because the site is solely based off of being a free and open website for anyone to use and reuse for teaching, learning, and research purposes. OER Commons is another great form. It is freely accessible and is an online library that allows teachers and others to search and discover open educational resources and other free, readily available instructional materials. Creative Commons is one of the most important forms of OERs we found because it really embodies the spirit of the idea of an open resource. This website provides free, easy-to-use copy license to make simple and standardized ways to give the public permission to share and use the composer's creative work and give ideas based on their own comfort level.
Some misconceptions about OER we noticed people had on the pretest were that they are places to go and share ideas. This is not true and more of the function of a PLN. The purpose of an OER is to produce and consume quality and accurate information, not opinions or ideas. It is true anyone can access and edit this information freely, but be aware of copyright issues that may limit consumers using this material. Another disadvantage is that you cannot control the quality of the resource, because you may not be able to trace back who created this information or what their expertise is. This is why it is so important to always double check the information you create or use with another source.
We hope this showed you exactly what an OER and a PLN is and how they are wonderful resources for us all to use in our future classrooms.